Being the first character up for rotation on the 1.0 banner, a lot of players might wonder what exactly Jiyan needs to be leveled up and where to find said materials. After all, Jiyan has an insane and quite appealing kit. Literally flicking a pole arm like it's nothing, dual-wielding 2 weapons, and being able to summon a literal dragon, he makes for a dope first limited 5-star. And with the amount of wishes announced in the recent lives, he's easy to get too if he's your target. Before we start though, I'd like to announce that I'll be streaming here and on Twitch on the 23rd of May, 22nd for some, for the release of Wuthering Waves. So, if you can't play, or you'd like to get a feel for the game through livestream first, make sure to drop by. I already made a planned livestream here on YouTube if you'd like to be notified. Back to the video though. For characters in general, the leveling goes from level 1 to 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90, with 80 being the last ascension to get to 90. There's different mats and bosses needed for both character level up and skill level up. First up, we have Jiyan's character ascension. Starting easily enough, for level 20 Ascension, he needs 4 LF Halocores and 5,000 shell credits, which are the universal currency in this game. For the level 40 Ascension, we're already leaving the base mats behind, now requiring 4 MF Halocores, 4 Peacock Flowers, 10,000 shell credits, and 3 Roaring Rock Fist, which is a boss material. For the level 50 Ascension, it's 8 MF Halocores, 8 Peacock Flowers, 15,000 shell credits, and 6 Roaring Rock Fist. To cut it short, the materials pretty much either double, advance, or just increase by a bit, and this applies to every ascension of any character. But where do you find all this, and what even is it? Starting off with the Halocores, they're material dropped by animal-like monsters in the world, so pufferfish and boars for example. Anything that's a hostile animal really. You can find these roaming the world and you receive higher level mats from them the higher level you are. Though, what if you want to get ahead by a bit? Sure, leveling might be locked behind your level, but pre-farming is and has always been a thing. Well, aside from slaughtering everything on sight, synthesis is a mechanic in the game. Synthesis essentially allows you to convert lower level materials into higher level ones, meaning if you don't wish to level up quite yet, you can accumulate lower quality materials to convert. As to where to find them exactly, they are usually just roaming the world, but you are able to track their locations via a menu in the game. As for the Peacock Flowers, you can find them near the city of Jiyan, being quite close together and easy to collect. Going off of beta content, you can get about 21 flowers each regrow. The Roaring Rock Fist is obtained by fighting the Phalian Baringal boss, which is located on the lower side of the map. He's somewhat hidden inside of a tree, though on the map it's quite big and hard to miss. Shell credits are obtained by literally doing anything. Exploration, main quests, side quests, you name it. Really, the easiest to obtain, but also the most used if you ask me, as it's, well, money. Leveling in between Ascension is done by using EXP materials, obtained via exploration and simulation training. For Jiyan's skills, the materials are different. While the Halocores stay the same, just not the amount, 2 other materials are needed to level a skill, so let's get to it. Skills start at level 1, and you have a total of 5 skill trees to level. Passives don't need to be leveled, and some supports don't really even need leveled skills right at the beginning either. For the leveling, from 1 to 2, it's 2 Wave 1 Residue, 2 LF Halocores, and 1,500 shell credits. 2 to 3 is pretty much the same, with just needing 1 of each more and 2,000 shell credits. Skipping some of the rest, at level 7 is where the last new material is introduced, needing 5 Purple Waveworn Residue, 3 HF Halocores, 30,000 shell credits, and 1 Monument Bell. The rest of the levels are pretty much the same, needing higher level mats and more Monument Bells for every single skill you're upgrading. Instead of being obtained overworld, Waveworn Residue is obtained by completing the Forgery Challenge, Eroded Ruin Sores, a domain which switches rewards every day. In these dungeons, you can obtain more and higher level materials the higher level you are, also being able to match with other players to quickly beat the enemies inside the dungeon. The Monument Bell is a drop from an overworld boss called the Bellborn Geochalon. But why is this one special? I mean, he needs so much of the Roaring Rock Fist boss, why so little of this one? The difference between these two bosses is that the Bellborn is a Calamity class. If you didn't know, enemies are ranked by difficulty, from Standard, Elite, Overlord, and Calamity. So, the Bellborn is at least meant to be harder to beat at higher levels in comparison to the Phalian Baringal. As for the weapon, it needs to be ascended as well, using Waveworn Residue and Shell credits, along with Whisper and Cores. Compared to Howler Cores, Whisper and Cores are obtained by defeating Tacet Discords, also being able to be tracked via menu. Again, for leveling in between ascensions, different value energy cores obtained from exploration and simulation training are needed. And that's pretty much it. While most stuff will likely stay the same, most of this info is from the beta clients and subject to change in the official release. Probably only affecting icons though, not the actual material. I hope this guide helped you visualize how much you really need to level your Jiyan, or any other character really, as the numbers of materials needed stays the same for either of them. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye bye.